Scene 1. Setting: a funeral. A row of chairs, too many chairs, face inward, away from the audience. Littering the room are high-top tables with various flowers and photos strewn about. At rise, Rose stands center stage, facing the small group in attendance. A woman, two men, and Pearl. There's an unspoken but suffocating atmosphere. Pearl sits away from the others, isolated with an urn in her hands and staring at Rose, who fidgets with a piece of paper before beginning.
Matilda Campbell. What to say about a woman who affected so many people? It's been difficult for me to find the right words about someone like her. I knew this day was coming for several years, and over the years I've written many drafts of what I'm reading right now, but none seem to fit. Even the words I'm reading right now feel wrong, but I hope they still do justice to the woman that my mother was. My mother was a woman who faced many struggles and obstacles in her lifetime, just like everyone, and just like everyone, many were not her fault. I know logically that she tried her best for my sister and I, that her mistakes, no matter how great, came from a place of love. In her final years, my mother and I were not close, but it is in reflection of her life that I'm reminded of the importance of forgiveness. I truly hope my mother may find peace in the afterlife, free from the burdens that worried her. Thank you for coming to remember my mother with my sister and I, and for embracing her complicated life.
An awkward moment of silence as Rose stands still, her eulogy complete. Slowly, the men and women in attendance make their way to nearby tables where they hushed, look at the photos, and consider the deceased. All as Rose stays standing still. Pearl goes to Rose.
That was nice.
Thanks. The service was nice.
Yeah. What florist did you book?
Caitlin on 7th Ave.
Mom liked her.
So I picked her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For what?
I don't know.
You're sorry for my loss?
I I think that's all I've heard for the past week.
That and invoices? Bills for the flowers, for the service, for the cremation.
Really gonna bring up money right now?
Well, it's my money.
Our mother wasn't a waste of money.
I never called her.
The man and woman approach the sisters and give them a quiet goodbye.
Look, can we just not fight today?
Fine.
Thank you.
So, what now?
I think we collect our flowers and photos and then go.
Oh,
Listen, you should. I don't know. You're welcome to come over.
I'd like that.
Good. I'm glad. Really.
Thank you.
Do you need a ride?
No, I can take the bus.
Just let me drive you. The bus stop is like 20 minutes away.
Okay. How are Amelia and Elise?
Oh, they're good. They don't really understand what's going on.
I noticed they didn't come.
I just thought that they were too young.
Rose exits off the stage to her car with a few handful of flowers.
How old are they now?
Millie is 6 and Elise is going to be 8 next month.
Hmm?
Hmm?
Just. I don't know. It's just we were that age when Grandma died, and we went to her funeral.
Drop it.
Fine.
Pearl exits and brings a handful of photos off stage to Rose's car. When she returns, Rose is leaving with the last of the flowers. Pearl quickly grabs their purses and their mother's urn from the chairs and exits. Scene 2. Setting. Rose's car. On the back seat sits the flowers, and on the passenger seat lays a pile of photos. At Rise, Rose enters holding the flowers, followed by Pearl, who carries their purses and the mother's urn. They sit down in the car, Rose in the driver's seat and Pearl buried under the photos in the passenger seat. She begins combing through the photos.
Where did you even find all of these?
Well, most were actually with Mom.
What?
With Mom at the hospital. When I went to collect her stuff, the nurses told me that she kept a box full of these under her bed.
I've never even seen most of these.
I like the one with Uncle Andy. I think it's the black frame.
Picking
I
through the
remember
photos until she finds the photo in the black frame.
we were just out of frame playing the sprinklers. I think that was my favorite part of that summer. I'm surprised you didn't come today.
Uncle Andy died 2 or 3 years ago.
What?
Yeah, cancer. I called you, remember? You didn't know who I was talking about?
Oh,
Pearl continues through the stack. She stops at an old frame and pops out the photo in it.
is this? I think this is Mom when she was a kid.
Yeah, that's her. I couldn't find many pictures of her from when she was little.
Well, it was the Dark Ages when she was a kid. You know, she looks just like you did when you were a kid.
Oh yeah?
I remember more people comparing me to Mom than you.
Oh, you two had the same eyes.
She has almost gone through the entire stack. She gets to the last one.
Oh,
What?
it's Daddy and us.
Oh, yeah. I yeah,
Can't believe she kept this one.
me neither. I considered not putting it up, but she must have kept it for a reason. I have about 50 more photos at home. You should pick a few to keep.
Can I keep the one of Mom as a kid?
Yeah,
Scene 3. Setting. It's over 20 years prior. It is a child's bedroom. There are 2 beds in either corner, each with a nightstand. In between is a toy chest. 2 little girls. Child Pearl sits on the ground, playing with a pair of off-brand Barbies. Child Rose sits on the right bed reading. After a moment of the girls coexisting, yelling is heard off stage.
You ungrateful son of a bitch!
Don't raise your voice like that. The girls will hear.
Let them hear how their father is a cheating lowlife.
What did you expect me to do, Matilda? All you do is lay in bed and cry all day, every day.
I expected you to take care of me, not sleep with any floozy little whore.
Don't say that about her.
Whore, whore, whore!
Shut up!
A plate is heard breaking as if thrown. Child Pearl hugs her dolls, runs to Child Rose, and climbs into bed with her. Child Rose has tried to remain calm, reading her book. This is a regular occurrence, but she is still shaken.
You crazy bitch.
Get out!
Fine. I'm done.
Door slam. There is silence as everything is still. Child Rose holds Child Pearl. Matilda enters.
Girls. Hi, sweethearts. What you doing over there? Little cuddle bugs.
Where's Daddy?
Daddy is going away. He doesn't care about mommy anymore.
What?
Daddy decided he loves someone else more than us.
Child Pearl begins to cry.
Stop it.
she just confused Mommy.
Shut up.
I want Daddy.
Well, he doesn't want you.
She exits holding her head.
Shh, shh. It's okay, Pearl. He'll be back. He always comes back.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
How could you know that?
I just do.
No, you don't. He wouldn't leave us alone with Mom.
What's wrong with Mommy?
I don't know, but Daddy will be back. He has to.
But he doesn't want us anymore.
That's not true.
Scene 4. Setting. Modern day. Rose's home. A nice couch takes the center of the stage with a coffee table with a few magazines on top and front. There's a small table on either side as well, one with a lamp, the other with a deck of cards. By all means, the room would fit in any home decorating catalog, if not for the few scattered toys. At Rise, Pearl resides on the couch, sitting on her hands with a small urn sitting next to her. She looks around, unsure what to do alone in the room. She tentatively reaches for the magazines and absentmindedly flips through one. Rose enters with 2 cups of coffee and a small box of photographs.
I'm sorry about the mess.
Where?
Guess you're right. I grabbed the ones I really wanted, so take as many of these as you want.
The leftovers.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'll just take the box and bring back what I don't want later.
That works.
Good. It's quiet. Are the girls home?
Oh, no, their father, he took them for a few days. Just while everything was happening.
Oh,
He's finally all moved into that condo he's vying for up north, so we thought it was best that they weren't here.
so you guys are
It's finalized. Yeah,
sorry.
don't say that. Thank you, but don't say that. I got these for Elise a few weeks ago. She just loves Harry Potter so much. So I thought she might be interested in messing around with a few tarot cards, and she found this card and she said it looked like, well, she said it looked like you.
This is the tower.
That's what Elise told me.
No, the tower is bad, Rose.
I know, and well, she told me so matter-of-factly. Yes, Mom, it means destruction, but with the biggest grin on her face. She seems to love not so fun facts.
Rose, this is really bad.
Well, the illustrations are certainly not the most flattering, I have to say. I mean, I don't see it.
No. It's not that. It's a bad omen.
Please tell me you don't believe in this, Pearl.
I read this article about how tarot is a part of the occult, that it's a way for Satan to possess.
You know that's nonsense, Pearl. Please, okay, be logical.
There's real proof of it.
Fine. Explain to me the proof.
Don't patronize me.
What do you want me to say?
I want to be taken seriously for once. I'm serious.
Stop.
The cards bring bad stuff.
Okay, it's a bad art project at best.
This means, oh my God, this means
It means nothing.
She stands silently, knocking into the table. She grabs the urn and the photo of their mom as a child from the couch and clutches them.
I need to leave.
Pearl, sit down.
No. Let go.
No, you need to wait a minute.
No.
Pearl, I think we both know you're beginning to have another episode and
Just shut up.
Pearl!
Pearl exits and Rose chases after her. Scene 5. Setting. On the street outside of Rose's home. It's in the evening. The sun has begun to set, but cars can still be heard passing from time to time. At Rise. Pearl runs from Rose's house. She stops a moment and doubles over, trying to catch her breath. She hears Rose approaching and begins to quickly walk away down the street. Rose follows.
Wait! Please, just wait.
Why?
Because I'm worried about you.
You should be.
Not because of that.
Why not?
It's not real.
You don't know that.
Pearl,
Don't keep doing that.
I don't understand.
You keep talking to me like I'm a kid. I'm an adult.
I'm sorry.
I'm not having an episode, Rose. And I don't want to go to the hospital. I won't.
Okay.
Promise?
Yeah, just call me. Every day, okay?
I will.
And don't forget your medicine. I'll pick it up for you if
Rose,
right. Do you want to ride home?
no.
Are you? Be safe.
Will do. Bye.
Scene 6. Setting. A few years after the prior flashback. A doctor's office. There's an examination bench, another small chair in the corner, and a counter with various tools and equipment. Despite being a doctor's office, it doesn't feel suffocatingly sterile, just clean. At Rise, child Rose stands in the corner next to her mother, Matilda, who sits in the chair. On the examination bench, small and nervous, sits child Pearl. Enter the doctor.
Hello. Pearl? Today's appointment is going to be a little different from what you might be used to. Is that okay? Okay. Mom, I need to ask you two to leave the room while I ask Pearl some questions.
Why can't I be in the room? Pearl won't know the answers.
Well, the questions I have for Pearl don't have any right answers, and sometimes kids have a harder time talking about how they feel with their parents around.
No, Pearl and I don't have secrets. She'll answer with me here.
I have to object.
Mom. Mom.
No, I didn't want to come in the first place, but if I have to, I want to know what's wrong with her.
And you will, after I'm done with my questions.
Mom.
Fine.
Thank you.
Child Rose and Matilda exit.
So, I just have a few questions for you. There's no right answer, so just answer as truthfully as you can, okay? All right, good. Are you often scared of hurting yourself? Do you mind answering out loud for me?
Okay. Yes.
Do you often get bad images that pop into your head?
Yes.
Do you collect a lot of stuff and get very stressed when someone messes with it? Or when you think you lost something?
I think so.
Do you get scared you're secretly a bad person?
Yeah, sometimes.
Superstitious?
Superstitious?
Oh, superstitious means you believe in impossible things.
Like fairies.
No, more like you believe certain things cause totally unrelated other things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? You did a good job.
Did I pass the test?
This isn't a test you can pass. You did a good job.
The doctor goes to the door and calls Matilda and child Rose back inside. Matilda returns to her chair and Rose stands next to her.
So I didn't give Pearl the full test, but I won't say this with total certainty. But I do believe that my initial hunch was correct, and Pearl has something called OCD. Obsessive.
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
Yes. You sound familiar with it. Is there a family history with the condition?
I don't believe in OCD.
I understand that mental illness can be difficult to understand, but it is very much real.
A doctor diagnosed me years ago, but the meds did nothing. It's all placebo.
Often medication will only take you so far. Have you tried therapy?
This isn't about me. OCD. Is that all you have for me?
It's not often children Pearl's age show symptoms like this. If we jump on it now, get her in therapy, give her healthy coping mechanisms.
I can't believe that I had to pay for this bullshit. We're leaving.
Ma'am, I have to insist.
No.
Matilda grabs Child Rose and Child Pearl and pulls them out of the room. Scene 7. Setting. It's been a few days since the funeral. A dingy room, the main room of Pure Pearl's studio apartment. A couch is the primary piece of furniture. On the couch, next to Pearl, sits her mother's urn. Next to it is a nightstand with a lamp, a framed photo of the sisters and their mom, and pill bottles. The room is a mess, clutter everywhere like library books stacked on the floor next to the couch. At Rise, Pearl sits on the couch, a book in her lap that she flips through rapidly, reading furiously. She shuts it and picks up another book, flips to a page, and begins highlighting. There is a knock at the door that Pearl is oblivious to. A second knock wakes Pearl from her trance and she opens the door to where Rose stands.
What are you doing here?
I was worried about you.
Good.
You said that you were going to call every day.
I've been busy.
You couldn't have just sent me a text?
No.
No? What is going on? Pearl, you're still taking your medicine, right?
No.
No? What is that supposed to mean? No?
They make me feel numb.
Numb.
Stop repeating what I'm saying.
You can't just stop taking your medications. You need them.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You get like this when you don't take them.
Get like what? Crazy?
Manic.
I'm not manic, I'm just busy.
Busy with what?
Fixing your mistake.
Fixing my
This.
Pearl.
No, don't do that. Just listen to me.
Fine, go ahead.
Okay. So, this is a book called Meditations on the Tarot, and nobody knows the author. And in chapter 16, he says that the consequences of incarceration, suffering, toil, and death, the tower is an omen of death, an early death. So don't say it was about mom. And in the Bible, it says he did much evil in the eyes of the Lord, arousing his anger. So even if the card isn't real, it doesn't matter because I believed in it. So God will punish me. Either way, I'm totally fucked. I was trying to figure out how, so maybe I could avoid it. So I was looking at the curses and the cards, and well, do you see how it's raining, like storming on the card? I think that's that's when it warns me of the rain. Not to mention God punished us once with rain, and I think he's going to do it again the next time it rains.
Don't.
The next time it
I need help, Pearl. Listen to me. We need to get you help.
Don't act like I'm crazy.
I want you to sit down. I'm gonna call
No.
someone, and you're not making any sense.
The rain is going to kill me.
No, it's not.
Get out.
We can go together, and I'll be there the whole time.
Get out.
Pearl knocks the phone from Rose's hand and pushes Rose into the door with a thud.
You don't touch me.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Rose turns and leaves. Pearl runs back to the couch and continues frantically paging through the books and jotting down notes into her notebook. Scene 8. Setting. Years earlier. Department store. Racks of clothing decorate the stage. It is the woman's clothing section. There are mainly dresses in this section. They reek of Y2K. At Rise. Teen Rose watches as Teen Pearl goes through the racks. Pearl pulls out a hideous pink dress with too much fabric.
What do you think of this one?
Well,
That's a no.
Pearl looks around some more. Teen Rose begins to peek around as well.
how do you like this one?
Seriously?
What? It's cute.
No way.
It's your dress.
Ooh, I love this one.
Oh, that's really nice. How much?
Oh, we can come back tomorrow for the dress. I was hoping to get some birthday money tonight.
How much is it?
It's 40.
Okay. Checkout's upstairs.
Rose, I said I don't have enough.
I know, that's why I'm paying.
What?
It's your birthday.
But
Nope, we don't have time to argue or we'll miss the movie.
what movie?
I wonder, it couldn't possibly be the movie you've been talking about for 2 weeks.
Moulin Rouge? Come on!
I'm coming.
The sisters lock arms and they go off stage. Scene 9. Setting. It's been a week since the funeral. The stage is split in half, Rose on the right and Pearl on the left. Left stage, Pearl's a studio apartment. A rat's nest. It's similar to how it was before. There's just more. More books and notepads, more empty bottles, more takeout boxes on the floor, more mess. Right stage, the breakfast nook / table of the kitchen in Rose's home. A reasonably sized kitchen table with 4 simple chairs as the primary piece of furniture. It's not quite as pristine as Rose's living room had been. She's struggling as well. At Rise, rain is heard pouring down. To the right, Rose sits at the kitchen table eating a meal. To the left, Pearl sits at the couch, isolated. She fidgets nervously, standing and sitting back down, only to stand again. She picks up the phone from the couch and she dials. Rose's phone rings and she answers. There's a flash of lightning.
Hey,
What are, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you feeling?
Good. No, I need help.
I'm glad you called. I'm going to call head to the hospital and I'll head over to your apartment.
What what are you talking about?
You said you needed help.
No, not like that.
Right.
It's raining.
Yeah, I've noticed.
It's raining.
Yes, I heard you.
You know what rain means.
The rain means nothing, Pearl.
It's the first time it's rained since the funeral. Do you really not know what that means? Do you not remember?
There's nothing to remember.
You remember.
Fine. Yes, I remember.
The rain is a sign that I'm going to.
Don't say it.
It means I'm.
Pearl.
Don't do that.
Don't do what, exactly?
Don't act like you know so much more than me.
I know you always refuse getting help when you're obviously in another episode.
I was on the card.
You weren't. Elise just thought you looked similar. It doesn't mean anything.
Would it kill you to just listen to me for once?
For once, I've listened to every fear, theory, and idea you've ever had. For once,
This time it's different.
you say that every time. And every time I listen to you, you're not going to, nothing bad is going to happen. Okay, tarot, these fears, okay, they aren't real.
But
No, it's not real. You're not going to die because of a card. Okay, you're an adult, Pearl. Okay, you want me to treat you like an adult? But this is what little kids act like. You can't keep acting like a little kid. I've let you act like a kid your whole life. It's time to grow up.
don't talk to me like you're my mom.
You're right. I'm not our mother. No, she was a batshit crazy alcoholic.
She did her best.
Well, that wasn't good enough. No, I had to do it all.
Stop.
You think it was easy for me? No, you know what, Pearl? That's it. You don't want to be mothered. I won't mother you anymore.
She hangs up the phone and tosses it onto the table, head in hands, shaking.
I'm sorry. Rosie? Don't leave me alone, Rose.
Pearl looks at the phone and dials rapidly. Rose's phone is heard ringing again. After letting it ring a few times, Rose picks up the phone, answering.
Pearl, I can't keep doing this.
You're a bitch.
Pearl,
I'm dying and you don't care. You never actually cared. You just wanted me to be normal. You deserve to be alone. I bet you killed Mom. You drove her insane. It's your fault that she got worse, so don't blame her. You just want to be so important, so bad you drove her insane so you could play mommy.
you don't get to talk to me like that.
Fuck you.
Pearl hangs up the phone and throws her phone into the couch. Rose places her phone on the table tenderly, staring straight ahead, her eyes watering. Pearl grabs the pillow and punches it, screaming into it. She begins to kick over the books and throw various clutter, before taking the photo of their mom and shattering it. She drops to her knees and picks it up. All at once she sits up, almost as if a totally different person. She picks up the phone and dials.
This is Matilda Campbell. Leave your message after the beep.
Mom, Rosie's mad at me. And I don't understand. Well, I do understand. I said things that I didn't mean. Again, I think I just really messed up this time. Please pick up. I'm scared.
She puts the phone down and sits down on the couch and holds the photo tightly to her chest and sobs for a moment. She breathes and goes to the door, slides on a pair of shoes, and grabs a coat and leaves. Scene 10. Setting. It's been several years since the last flashback. A bedroom dark and dirty, a covered mirror in the corner, clothing piled on the floors. This is the bedroom of a deeply sad person. At Rise, Matilda, older now, lays in bed, curled up tightly. She shivers. There's a beat before there's a knock at the door. Matilda grumbles something incoherent before the door opens, entering Teen Rose, followed by Teen Pearl.
Mom? Mom, I
Oh.
need you to pick up.
Go away.
I can't. There's some people here.
Tell them to go away.
I called them.
Who?
You need help.
Pearl?
Who did you call?
People who can
Rose,
help.
who did you call?
People who can help.
Matilda lunges at Teen Rose, grabbing her and shaking her violently, shouting.
Who did you call? Who did you call?
No, stop!
Enters the two nurses enter. They rush to Matilda and pull her off Teen Rose, who, despite being shaken, does not cry. She refuses to.
Get out of me! You can't do this.
They can. I gave them permission.
What the? She's a kid. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I'm an adult.
Rosie, sweetheart, tell these men I'm okay.
No.
Rose, maybe.
Well, yes. Who's gonna take care of Pearl?
I will. I always have. Does she get to pack anything?
A nurse nods.
All right, please be quick.
Rose takes Teen Pearl by the shoulder and guides her out of the room as Matilda yells obscenities after them. Scene 11. Setting. Rose's living room. Plates have piled up. The toys are all still sitting where they were the week earlier. Rose's daughters have not been home. There are a handful of empty wine bottles. Rain, although lighter, is still heard from outside. At Rise, Rose sits on the couch, sipping a glass. She stares out into space. She's a mess. Her clothes are dirty, hair greasy, and she has obviously been crying almost constantly. She picks up the phone and dials.
You've got Pearl. Leave a message after the beep.
Pearl, please pick up. I'm sorry for hanging up on you. I'm so tired.
There's a knock at the door.
I'll try calling you again. I love you.
She hangs up the phone and stands, going to the door. She opens it, facing a police officer.
Hello, I think you have the wrong house. I didn't call.
Are you Rose Campbell?
Yes?
I need to speak with you. May I come in?
Yeah. No, actually, the house is a mess. You can just tell me now.
I think it would be best if you took a seat.
No? No, just tell me now.
2 hours ago, a car hit your sister. It hydroplaned while driving up Park Avenue. She was brought to Hopewell Medical Center.
Park Avenue, that's nowhere near her apartment.
Ma'am, please wait.
Hopewell, you said she's at Hopewell, right? Okay, I need to go.
Your sister is dead. I'm so sorry.
No, I just talked to her a few hours ago. She can't be. That can't be our last conversation. It can't end like this. She was coming here. She was coming to see me. It's all my fault.
Scene 12. Setting. A few months after the institutionalization of Matilda. A room empty of furniture, the room rather being filled with boxes labeled things like living room, Pearl, kitchen, etc. At Rise, Teen Rose and Teen Pearl stand in the room and look around at what remains of their childhood home.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either.
Then why are we leaving?
Please don't do this again.
If you don't want to leave, then why are we leaving?
We don't always get what we want. We only have enough money saved for a few more months.
Then stay here a few more months.
And then what do? We'd have nothing and have nowhere to go. I know it was hard getting rid of so much of your stuff, but this is a fresh start.
The apartment is so small.
I know we just can't afford the house anymore. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I heard a rumor that my manager's leaving. Maybe I'll get his job, and next year we could afford to move somewhere a little bigger.
I love you. You won't ever leave me, right?
You're not getting rid of me. Let's go.
They each grab a box and exit. Scene 13. Setting. A funeral. Chairs face inward, away from the audience. Littering the stage are high-top tables with various different flowers and photos strewn about. At Rise, Rose stands center stage facing the empty chairs just like she had done only 2 weeks earlier. Pure silence. In one hand she holds a small and simple urn. The other clutches a small piece of paper.
We come here today to celebrate the life of Pearl Vanessa Campbell, my little sister. What is there to say about someone who... When my sister was born, I was 3 years old, and it was one of the happiest days of my life. I was getting a best friend for life, someone to love, and forever and get through anything, because at least we would always have each other. I watched her grow up. I was there for her first crush, her first heartbreak, her first apartment. I was there. Not our mother, not our father, me. My sister didn't touch many lives. She didn't have friends who knew what a funny and kind person she was, who knew her at all, who will miss her. My sister was sick. She was very sick, but she was more than that. She was my little sister, my best friend, my baby. And now I never get to see her again. I never get to see her again, and she doesn't get to get better, and everything is wrong because the first time in almost 30 years of my life, I don't have a sister. And thank you for being here to honor the memory of my sister, Pearl. May she find peace.
Thank you, everyone. That's A Sister's Storm. Thank you to these amazing actors for today. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Really did mean a lot. This is the first time this is the second time I've ever heard it read out loud by anyone other than me. And it's been an honor to show it to everyone and an honor to hear it. So thank you guys so much.